Hey everyone, and welcome back to another live stream here on Rakuto's Animation. Today is another reaction live stream. I'm pretty excited. I hope to see some new special animations here on the Rakuto's community server. Yeah, last time we had a lot of different styles and animation, pretty insane, complex animation, but also some work in progress and beginner animations, which I also really like to see. Yeah, because I think we can all learn from each other. And first of all, let me check if everything works here in the stream. Yeah, but as I can see, everything is fine so far. Okay, I will definitely send you the link of the server in the chat so that everyone who's not um, in the server already can easily access the server now and send me their animation so that I can react to that. Okay, and as always, I have one rule. I only watch a maximum of 2 animations from one person. This is because I want to react to as much animations from different people as possible. So yeah, last time I actually, this is kind of sad, I actually missed a lot of animations because we were very short in time and a lot of you were sending me a lot of animations. And so far, there are no new animations. And I think in the meantime, we can definitely watch some animations we couldn't watch in the last live stream. So let's do that. Let's just watch some of the animations we missed in the last live stream. And then when some new animations come in, I will react to them. Okay, I think we can just start with its Judah time. I just started animating. Okay, let's see. We have a little bit of sound. Okay, let's watch this again. Okay, nice. I really like that he's using some 3D. I really like this shockwave right here. Also a very cool bounce, I think. Really like the timing that he's bouncing and then floating in the air for a long time. And I also like when he throws him. I really like this frame looks really extreme. It stretches the red stick figure as much as he can. And yeah, this makes it look really good, especially for this faster movement. So pretty cool to see such an extreme frame. I really like that. And he also said that he's beginning in animating, and to be honest, I really like it. I really like it, even though it's just short beginner animation. I think it's actually pretty good. Okay, let's move on. We have another animation by Murder Tunes. This is honestly my best one, so please don't judge too hard. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yo, what just happened? Okay, it's pretty far. It goes pretty fast. They're not doing too much. Of course, there can be way more movement in the characters. When you shoot a bullet, definitely do more frames. Because this is just like a very slow shooting bullet. You can definitely do less frames for shooting a bullet like that. Yeah, it's a tournament. It's yeah. I think okay. I wouldn't actually consider this an huge animation. Yeah, because I think it for me it's also kind of a little bit like a funny approach to animation. Because they don't really move and literally they just do one thing and they killed each other. That's it. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Um, yeah. Okay. Now I see that some of you actually sent their first animation for today's live stream. Okay, it's already a lot, so I definitely don't want to miss that. We go straight into the new animations for today. We have the first animation by Aiden or Black Mask Animation, blue versus red. Let's go. I think we have sound, maybe. Okay. A pretty cool style with these sketchy, very thin stick figures. That looks pretty nice. Insane punch. I really like that it's on a black background. Looks pretty cool. Really highlights the stick figures here. Okay, very big punch. I really like the perspective on that one right now. I really like oh, that's cool. I really like that he's now using close-ups on his feet to show that he's trying to fight against that he's pushed away. And then he's doing the close-up again. I really like this punch. Feels very heavy, pretty cool pose right here. Then he's doing another close-up on the feet. He's taking a step and doing he's using the close-up of the feet here to give the punch more power. Boom. That's really nice. That's really cool to do that. Also, I really like he's drawing very thin stick figures. But I think it's real nice that he still gives him a little bit of perspective. You can clearly see this leg is more in front of the stick figure because it's drawn much bigger. I really like that you give him a little bit of perspective here. Okay, pretty cool. I really like the fight here. I actually think everything looks clean. Okay, this was a cool scene. Tornado Hell. Okay. Yeah, nice one. Blue Winds. Okay, that was definitely a pretty good animation. I really like this one. Really like this one because there are a lot of um, things in this animation that were pretty clean, that were outstanding, especially the focus on some different parts of the character to further emphasize what you want to show the viewer. That's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty good animation. I think we now can go to the next animation by CJ. Can't wait for this one to be done.
Wake up! Wake up!
Okay. It's more of a story animation, maybe.
It's time for the daily jewels.
We're training first?
Yeah!
Okay, episode 1. Bumpy Road. Really like that you're actually doing some story animation.
As decided by gods themselves. But there has to be a way around this. I know it. These walls keep us stuck here. The only way out is up. This is Mr. Sign. Fuck him. He has tried to murder me 5 times. And there's his partner.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I really like this one, especially the start here.
Wake
I think it's
up!
pretty cool.
Huh?
Really like the drawings here. They look pretty clean. Also like you tried this in a more 3D way with these
Huh?
cubes, and yeah, this. I mean, the characters look cool. They look unique. They're outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty nice. Okay, so I really like that it's like a whole story he likes to tell. So very cool. What do we have here? We have Virus in progress, another stickman animation. Okay, it's a short one. But let's watch it again. Pretty good combo. I really like the added lines here. They give a little bit more energy to every single punch. I think some of the lines are a little bit random. Some of them don't really fit into the way he punches. I think the lines could have been drawn a little bit cleaner, that it fits more like in the way how he punches. They still give every single punch more power, so it's really good to do that with this black lines he's drawing. But I think the movement can be a little bit more clean for the lines here. Yeah, but the movement of the stick figures, on the other hand, is pretty clean. So that's very good for this animation, I think. Okay, we have another animation by Aiden. Let's see, isn't it the same? Okay, it's the same. Then we can skip that. User error is our next animator here. Okay. I really like this part. With the moon. That was cool. Okay. So I think I really like this one. Really like how he showed the speed, that the characters just stand there, but they move a little bit, and then you can see like after images that actually fight each other. This is really, really cool. Really like that it's going very fast and that he's actually doing this punch to the side. I think right here, when he punches him to the side, I think his arm could move even a little bit more to the side, so that it is so look at the arm he's punching with. I think it could move a little bit more to the side, and then it would fit the direction of the movement a little bit more. You see that it kind of stops. The arm kind of stops after he punched him. I think a little bit more movement would have been a little bit better here. And I really like the perspectives. That's pretty cool. I really like also this part. I think the lighting is cool. It's nice that you use some camera movement here as well. One problem I have is that the heads of your characters are shaking a lot. So you definitely, I think that you use the technique that you copy the heads and paste them into every single frame. But you have to look that they are not shaking around from frame to frame. So make them a little bit more clean and look more on your onion skin or on your previous frames, so that they don't shake around. You see the heads are shaking all the time. I really like this movement here that looks pretty clean with the dust here on the moon. That's very nice. You can see, yeah, the heads are, for me, it's a little bit of a problem. And a trick I have for you is when you copy the head and your characters are not moving. Like right here, you can see only the heads are moving. That's why they are, so shaky. You can just copy the head from the frame before and then paste it in, and then you have it at the exact same position as before. So yeah, I really think the animation is pretty good. It's definitely with lower frame rate, but it's also kind of a style which is cool. Really like your, really like the first part. That was very nice. Your different camera angles pretty cool. I really like your background drawings. I think the rocks here look very cool. But yeah, you definitely have to look at adding cleaner heads, especially where you want to position them. Okay, I need to drink something. And then we look at me. POV bedrock skeletons. Okay. Yeah, I like these funny animations. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the movement is a bit random, but that's kind of the part of these funny animations. Still, I really like your you can see that how he uses squash and stretch and timing. So it's a very fast movement here, then it immediately stops and goes into the slow movement. Then the switch to the close-up, I really like this one. And then he's like going extreme. Also, he uses the squash and stretch technique on this wool item, on the wool block. Look at this, that's pretty cool. So yeah, nice animation, nice little Minecraft animation. I like that. Rakudo, I asked some of the people in Hyun's dojo, and some of them actually know you. Okay. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that some people in the dojo actually know me. That's cool. Thanks for asking them. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Okay, now I want to move on to Murder Hunts. I think we watched one animation, but it was from the stream before, so I can definitely watch one more animation here.
saw you throw a party. You should take notes.
Okay, wait, I think... Okay, there's not much of animation. Okay, I see that you are definitely a beginner, which is absolutely no problem. So one thing I can tell you, maybe that makes your stick figure a little bit cleaner. Do not draw the arm in the middle of the body, because in stick figures do not have a neck. So I mean, they kind of have a neck, but you can't really see that. So it would be a little bit better, and yeah, your stick figure would look a little bit better when you draw your arm right below the head, right here. Then it would look a little bit cleaner. And then your movement can work better when you use two arms instead of only one. Because then you can move one arm in front of the stick figure, the other arm behind the stick figure, and then it looks more like he's actually punching. So it's, of course, I see that you are a beginner, but this is just a small tip from me. Draw your arms right below the head, and maybe draw two arms, because then you can actually build a little bit more movement into the stick figure. Okay, now let's move on. Legend, enjoy the new scenes I added, Sir Rakuto. And before you start watching, very big question for you. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I definitely know all that. Like this one. And you said you have some new scenes. Okay, pretty cool punch here. Oh, the close-up of the eye, that looked very nice. Cool. Pretty ambitious new scenes. Really like this close-up here on the eye. It's very cool that it's the close-up. It's not just a zoom in, because it's more in some stages. We have the close-up to the whole eye, then it gets closer and you see it's very blurred, and then it got cleaner. I really like this. Also, pretty good drawing right here. And then we go even closer another time, and it then goes very blurry, and we see the eye a little bit. It goes a little so transparent, so we have like the view how we would see the character in the eye from the other character. And then the eye slowly moves away, and we can actually see the other character. Really cool. Also very good perspective right here. That's really good. That's a very cool scene. Yeah, I really like this one. Okay. Now we look at the animation of motion. We also already saw this animation, but maybe he also added some new scenes. Not fully done yet, but want to show progress. So enjoy it, and tips for if anything I can improve. Okay, yeah, maybe I can give you some tips. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. That's new. I really like the effect you use here for on the black stick figure when he uses his power. That looks pretty cool, like this one. Really like this. Also very cool that you use the slow motion effect when he dodges the attack. Oh, okay, nice. He goes pretty fast. Oh, that was cool. I like this. Okay, that was very good. At first I thought, okay, we're going pretty fast now, which you did very well, but then some scenes I think you could show a little bit longer. Let's see which scene I meant. Yeah, maybe you could show this a little bit longer, that he goes a little bit slower down, and then he's on the ground a little bit longer, and then he goes pretty fast, but still, it's not that deep. Yeah, but I really like that you show the movement of the Cray stick figure. So he moves his arm up, then you show another perspective where this rock comes out of the ground. Then we switch back to him to a close-up. He moves his arm to the side. Then we get to this perspective. The rock moves as in the way the Cray stick figure moves his arm. And then boom, that's pretty cool. okay, everything was very well, but I think you can improve a little bit the walk cycle. I think your walk cycle is a little bit too fast. So let him walk very slowly out of the scene, very slowly. Add way more in-betweens. I know walk cycles can be annoying because sometimes you think, okay, I created a wonderful walk cycle, and then you look at it and it looks like not so good. And I think this walk cycle is a little bit too fast because he's just walking, he's not running. So yeah, definitely add more in-betweens on that walk cycle and let him walk. So he goes from walking, he goes from standing there to walking. Let him walk even slower at the start, and then you can speed it up a little. And when he stands again, before he stands again, let him also walk even slower because he's slowing down before he stops. Oh, that was a cool effect. Nice. Okay, they're powering up. Very cool. Okay, I'm pretty excited. What else is coming here? Very good animation. The only complaint I have is with the walk cycle, but everything else is very, very cool. Very good. A lot of new scenes here. That was really nice. The third coming YouTube, I had walk cycles, mostly when the character is walking, then starts running and preparing for a punch. Yeah, I can totally agree with you. I'm also not the biggest fan of walk cycles, because sometimes you have to do a walk cycle to move one character to another side, and sometimes it's, yeah, walk cycles are a little bit more complex because they have to look realistic, but you can also do walk cycles and make them look very cool. So sometimes I love making walk cycles because they are a big part of the animation. There are a lot of running animations, especially in animes, which are pretty cool to look at. So I think your walk cycles are definitely very important. And that's why I like rotoscoping. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. But for me, so it's not quite my style. But do as you wish, please. But yeah, for me, rotoscoping is not quite my style. I really like to do the walk cycle from scratch, or other stuff. But yeah, okay. I really want to move on. We now have an animation by Tin Star. Hi, there's one of my no. Hi, here's one of my animations. Okay, that's nice. Really like the fire animation. I think I really like this animation. I think he can. So when he slows down here, you can add way more in betweens when he slows down and goes to the ground and then walking. So I really like this walk cycle because he's a little bit bouncing. You see that? That's very nice. But yeah, when he slows down, you can add more frames so that he goes very fast. He goes from flying instantly on the ground and then he walks away. So slow it even more down when he tries to stop his flight. Overall, the movement is insanely clean in your animations, but I think you can push the timing a little bit further. Yeah. Okay, now we move on to Spritega Chansard. Here's mine. Let's see. Oi. Okay. Oh, I love this. I love the camera perspectives. The movement here. Yeah. That's some clean stuff. Wow, this kick at the start, I don't know, I like that. I really like that you can see the force just because the red stick figure goes from here kicking him, and because of his own force, he has to move himself also to the side. Boom. Oh, this kick feels so heavy. Very cool. Really like this movement of the blue stick figure then. Because we have a lot of camera following him with some background movement. So that's pretty nice. And you can see, I really like that, how you were showing your impact. Because you gave your impact some time. You can see these stone pillars are hitting at that point, and they hit at that point. There's a lot of camera shake, some smoke animation, some stone animation, and then you can see that there's a lot of impact for a lot of time. And then you can see, okay, the blue stick figure wasn't hit. He goes out of it, but there's still a focus on that point where the pillars hit. So he actually gave his impact more time. But then when we realize, oh, okay, that he did not hit him really, then we switch to the blue stick figure with some nice camera movement. You can see the camera is still on the focus right here on the point. Then the blue stick figure with this lightning goes out of the camera, almost getting out of the camera. And when it's almost out of the camera, then the camera follows him. And we're back into following the blue stick figure. Really cool. Really cool how you use camera movement, how you use especially timing and how long you show each hit, impact, and scene. I really like this one. Okay. Anchor Animator. Hey Recruiter, I'm back and I'm sorry for not posting my animations. Remember Attack on Titan vs. Invincible? I'm done with rough animation and I'm learning 3D for the backgrounds. So get ready to see 3D buildings and impossible angles to animate on mobile phone. Okay, very interesting. Happy to see you back here on the live stream, Anchor Animator. I'm pretty excited to look at what you've made, especially with 3D stuff. Okay, we have a cool ball bouncing animation with some lightning. I really like the speed here at the end. Very nice. Yeah, very cool. Looks pretty clean. What do I have here? Oh, that's nice. Very cool. Really like that he's in the building and we can see another guy eating on the couch. That's very nice. And then we look through the broken wall and can see the Titan in the background. That's very nice. I like this scene. Very good use of different scene. We see him flying from the distance between some buildings. Then we have a little bit more of a close up. I really like how he stops. He moves one leg to the front. In the meantime, he moves his arm back for the punch. So he's flying, but still stopping in the air and preparing for the punch. And then we have the bigger close-up where he moves his arm even further back. And then he goes for the big punch. Very nice. Cool animation. So yeah, I'm definitely want to see more of this. But I really like your progress here in the animation. It's very nice. Very good animation. Recruiters, who will be the thumbnail for today's video? I don't know. So far, I mean, this animation looked pretty cool. Sometimes I also look at what looks good in terms of thumbnail. So what makes a good thumbnail for me. I mean, also this one, because the background looks pretty clean here, could also be a good thumbnail. It's hard to tell. I don't know so far. I don't know. But maybe you say, okay, I definitely see that this will be the thumbnail. Then you can just vote or tell me what you think will be a good thumbnail. Ah, I hope I'm not ill. Sneezed. Okay. ASAP. A very rough animation of something I've been working on here and there. Still not even close to finished. Okay, let's see. It looks very interesting. What is this? Oh, the camera movement. Okay, wait. I have to watch this again. I don't know what that is. It looks very industrial, like a little bit futuristic. Yo, but the camera movement here, oh my god. Okay, that looks so clean. Okay, want to figure it out why it looks so clean. Okay, clearly on the foreground, the movement of this object is faster because it's closer to the camera, and the movement here is a little bit slower. And I think he uses like different layers. So we have the layer for this building in the foreground, then we have a second layer for this one with these 3 pillars, and then we have a third layer, which is the everything that's else in the background. And this creates a very clean camera movement here. Pretty nice. Go before they come, okay. Yo, listen to my word, I'm here to help, okay? Wow. Whatever this is, whatever he wants to tell me, this looks fire. I mean, every single animation in this animation looks very clean. The movement is very well made. You can see he takes a lot of time for movement. There's very slow movement, but it looks pretty smooth. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. There are a lot of new animations. Let's see if I can. I hope I can react to all of them. We have another animation by me. I think it's a short animation, and I always say I react to a maximum of 2 animations. So let's watch it. I want to watch it in full screen. Okay, that's so funny. That's so funny. I like this Minecraft animations. That's very cool. That was a very cool animation. I like this one. Okay. The sudden arrival. 4 animations. Okay. I want to react only to maximum of 2 animations here. So I don't know. Okay, let's see. It's like a 5-second run cycle animation. No, okay. Wait, it's more. Okay, okay, looks clean, looks clean. Interesting. Yeah, again, movement looks very clean. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I want to watch one more here. Yeah, I really like the movement of your character. I think it looks very smooth. I really like that. Really like how he moves with his hand. That you actually also use some smear lines when he goes for faster movement. You see, like this. Really like when you use something like that. Gives a little bit more uniqueness to your animation. Watch the third. Okay, that was literally the only one I did. I really like the movement in your characters. Looks very smooth. Okay, nice one, nice one. Yeah, I like all of your animations. Really. You are doing a good job here. Okay, now we have an animation made by Moneyham. I made a Sharingan animation. Ooh. Lean. I like this fast zoom in into the head. One thing, so animation wise is pretty good. I think you can draw a little bit over your character because it's very pixelated. This is probably because you were copying the body over and over again, and that's why it gets very pixelated in flipaclip. That's why I sometimes just redraw instead of copying or dragging the body, making the body bigger. Another thing you could do so that your body doesn't look so pixelated, I think you were drawing the body very small and then dragged it, and then you made it bigger and you copied the body. One thing you can do, you are drawing the body bigger and then making it smaller and copying it, because when you draw a very big body and then making it smaller and copying it, then you don't have this pixelated images. But yeah, for the animation, it looks very clean. Really like the how it blends into the Mangekyo Sharingan. That looks very clean. Really like the in-betweens here. And the movement. And then the little impact. Very cool. Really like how the Sharingan is spinning and then transforming into the Mangekyo Sharingan. Looks very clean. Cool. That's a nice animation. Okay. There's another animation made by Aiden. A sneak peek of an upcoming animation. We can watch that. Let's go. Okay, some clean stick figure combos here at the start. Nice one. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty good animation. Really like that. Very, very cool animation here. Again, from Aiden. Let's see if there's even more. I count to 3 seconds for you to get your sub red. Okay. 3. Oh! Okay. Cool. Very, very cool. This is a collab. Ah, okay. This is a collab. Nice. Yeah, shout out to those two animators here. Very good. I really like how the red stick is also falling to the ground. That looks actually very clean. Like how he's falling to his knees at first and then his body falls. His whole body falls. Oh, no, it's not Black Mask. Ah, okay, I see. It's your is it one of your friends? Yeah, I see. Okay, it's by S2 Fanimation. Ah, okay. Sorry, I didn't want to give credits to the false guy. Yeah, okay. S2 Fanimations or S2F animation. Um that was very cool. By the way, it was only me as at the time before collabing with Penguin Animate. Okay. I see. Where's the Discord link? I can send it to you again. There we go. Okay. So sorry for any misunderstandings. This is not made by Black Mask Animation. This is made by S2F Animation. So big shout out to S2F Animation for that very cool animation here. Okay. Now we have Primordial Animator. You gotta look at my work in progress. Cool. Very cool. I really like it's a very interesting style that you use a lot of blur for fast animation. You can see that right here that he is blurring his drawings for faster animations, but I think it's kind of his style. So I really like that one. I also really like that we can see the keyframes here. So it's a lot of keyframe animation. So every single hit has an impact, and he stops. So we have the kick here. It stops for a moment, then he steps down, goes for the punch. So there's always a slowdown for every single punch, and I think it's very unique that kind of your own style that's shown here with the blurry drawings for the fast movement. So that's very cool. Also nice slow down here and then it speeds up. Maybe you could add a blur on that white thing right here because it was a faster movement here, so maybe adding some blur would match with your style. Okay, pretty cool. I think you can go up with the volume. That's not copyright. Yeah, but some animations do not have sound. So yeah. But yeah, you're right. I can definitely look to show also some sound effects, because I think sound effects actually make your animations even better. Okay, Coral Creator, my basic attacks. Let's see that. Okay, I think it's really cool that to show the attacks of your own character. I really like that. So I have the punch, summoning sword, okay, teleportation, speed. Let's combine them. Very cool. That's a pretty cool idea for an animation. Teleports, summons the sword. Then here's speed. Okay. Okay, cool. I really like that. Also good animation. Yeah, I really like that. I was hoping that he uses a little bit more of his summoning swords. But that was nice. I really like when you show everything. It feels like a little bit like a game, a little bit like League of Legends, that you have your own character with your abilities. And you show them step by step, and then you show them combined in a fight. It's like a character spotlight. That's cool. I like that. Okay. What do we have here? It's just a dot. I think that's its name, dot. So yeah, let's look at the animation here. Okay, what I can definitely see, it's also a very unique style. That I think this is not even animating on twos. This might be animating on threes, so that 3 frames are the same. I really like this animation here when he powers up, because we have a lot of character animation here, and then the close up on his head, and he spins around, and then he's very far away from the camera. So there's a lot of movement going on for this power up, which makes it feel way better. And then we have some slow movement here on the character. I like this one. Oh yeah, every single punch feels actually pretty heavy, I have to say. Okay, some after images. He goes pretty fast here. Okay, I really like the style for very slow movement, that you use the animation principle animating on twos or maybe on threes. especially for the slow movement. I really like that your fast movement here, but sometimes animation then also feels like very slow over and over again. So I think sometimes when you go from this very slow movement, there sometimes needs to be a little bit faster movement. Like right here when he punches him away, I think it could go a little bit better here. Very cool impact frame. Really like this detail here. But you can maybe you use a little bit more stretching here on the yellow stick figure. Maybe this makes the character look flying a little bit faster. What I also really like is your 3D drawing on your stick figures. So the close up on the hand and the leg. Really like this one. But yeah, also you can see also right here when he dashes away, this animation, there are a lot of frames. So it's a fast movement, but it looks a little bit slowed down because there are a lot of frames. So just use maybe only this one and then do not use all of these in-betweens. More like use like one in-between for this huge stretch like this, and then show him very, very small in the distance. This makes your animation much faster. And yeah, I think it's good when you match these very slow movement, which I think look very clean in your animation, but your fast movement sometimes look a little bit slowed down. But overall, it definitely was a clean animation. So sometimes I'm talking a lot about what I don't like, but that doesn't mean that your animation is bad. So I really, really like this animation. I think it was very clean, but I think you can do it a little bit cleaner. So yeah, I hope that's okay. The sudden arrival, I think we had we had a lot of animations by you, so I'm sorry I have to skip you because I definitely want to watch some more animations from other. Okay, we only have 3 animations. Yeah, then easy going. Okay, I can definitely watch this animation by you. Okay. The sudden arrival. Let's go. Oh, cool. Very cool punch combo here. Yeah, nice one. I think the reaction on the red stick figure can hit a little bit more so that the punch on the red stick figure, so that the reaction of that red stick figure goes a little bit harder. But overall, again, very smooth animation. Really like that. So your movement looks pretty clean. And when he throws him over, maybe add a little bit more in betweens. Maybe right before, maybe not this frame, but this frame. Maybe double this frame. So it looks even heavier. So he has to pull up more strength to pull him over and smash into the ground. So when you slow down your animation a little bit further before the impact, then your impact feels way heavier. So the animation overall is very smooth, it's very clean, but a little bit of slowing down that movement here because he has to move the weight of his own body over himself. So maybe slow it down a little bit to show how heavy it is to move him up. And then right before you smash him to the ground, then you can go for the faster movement. This makes the impact feel much greater. Okay. Now we have another animation made by Sprotega Chansard. Oh, wait. So much was allowed. I don't think this is copyright. Free. Okay. One Punch Man. Very cool colors. Ooh, nice run animation. Okay, one thing I really liked here, the run animation looked clean. And then I like this animation. I mean, it's just this spark and a little bit of background drawing. But I really like when you show your movement is going in an arc. You can see it comes from the left side, goes to the right, but then makes a curve, gets closer to the camera, and goes to the left side again. The movement in an arc does a lot to the cinematic touch of your animation. And I really love your lighting on the effects. It's very cool. Oh, the colors. Okay, what is going on? What in the... Yeah, okay, my brain hurts now. Maybe, yeah. Okay, I did not expect the colors right here. Looks very cinematic. There's a lot of things going on. So is this a 3D background movement here? I think so. Looks like it, but that's cool. That's very cool. Ah, okay, yeah, it's a 3D environment, and then you added the 2D cape and the 2D effects over it. But I really like this combination here. And then we're sometimes switching back to 2D animation, I think. Very cool. Very cool 3D and 2D animation combined. That was unique. Wow. Okay, pretty cool. I think there are a lot of unique frames we can discover here in this animation. Yeah, I like this one. I really, really like this one. Really cool. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That was cinematic. Okay. Yeah, that was what happened when you spend 24 hours on blending animation, on blending and animation 2D. Yeah, definitely. Okay, Leapy VR. I rushed this in like 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I tried to make an animation in 10 minutes, and it was horrible. You did that in 5 minutes. Okay. Honestly, I did not expect that it's actually good. I mean, it actually looks good in 5 minutes. That's nice. It's kind of clean. There are actually there are even some blurred images. There are speed lines. The pacing on the movement here on the character looks very good. You can clearly see the impact. Okay. 5 minutes? Are you kidding me? Okay, what can you do in like 5 hours or 5 weeks? I don't want to know that. I hope you have a little bit more time in your life to maybe make some more animations with a bigger time limit. Okay. We have a lot of more animations right now. I like this one. Okay, we have an animation made by Masked. This looks very interesting because it's a full body, more like a detailed drawing animation. I am very interested in the up. Maybe without sound. Let's see, 1 minute, some animation. Okay. Very cool drawing here. Okay. Yeah, it's just a drawing moving around, but in the um in the way he's animating it, it looks good. It looks like he's walking. I think it's a good animation here on the feet. The step has a good feels realistic, and then when he moves his feet up, you can also see it's. I mean, it's a clean animation here on the animation of the feet. Okay, I didn't really understand what's happening here at the end. I think he did some mouth animation. I really think is very interesting. It's a little bit hard to understand. But I love this very detailed drawing style we're approaching. That's cool. Okay, very interesting. I think we have another one of you. So yeah, let's watch this one. Does it have sound? Nope, I definitely cannot use that. Okay, let's see. 2024 to 2025. That was a cool breathing animation, I think. I really like the details on your character, especially on faces. But this animation right here, that was cool. I really like the drawings. Okay, nice. Yeah, I can clearly see your inspiration from the anime industry. I can definitely see some similarities. Not that you copied it, I don't mean that. I mean the similarities in actual anime and the way you were animating that stuff. Really like this animation part here. It was very cool. Oh, nice style here. Ooh, that was cool with the shadows. And the face coming out of the shadows. That was very unique. Really like that. I really like the shadows here on the teeth. Yeah, this one. That looks a little bit creepy, but very cool frame. Yeah, I can definitely see anime style in your animation. Okay, with some colors also. That's nice. Smoke animation. Cool. Very cool. I really like that you actually can use such a big variety, different styles. Um, I think your biggest strength is definitely your detailed drawings, combining them with uh, the cinematic animation style of the modern animation anime industry. I can definitely see the way you want to, the way of animation you want to achieve. I really like that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now we have an animation by uh, Coral. Oh wait, Erikuto, try to watch this. I know this is not my animation, but this is my Amigo animation. Okay, so this is not from Coral. This is from this Amigo. Um, okay. Can I watch it on YouTube? Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh wait, maybe it works. It's opening something. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, let me copy this. And maybe we can instead watch it on YouTube. I don't know why it didn't work on. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. I think it works. We just have to switch to YouTube. So give me a second. Boom. Boom and boom. There you are. There we go. I think I cannot use the sound, but it's okay. Okay. Now it should work. Very cool character designs, I think. They look very unique. I really like this huge hair style. Oh, like hockey. Okay, nice one. Cool. Also very clean animations. Also very hard to actually animate this unique character because you have to draw a lot more than just in stick figures, of course. Movement looks very clean. That was a nice punch. I really like that you can see he's very angry. I love that you can see that in his face. Okay. I love how he's holding the stone. That was cool. Awakening 5, okay. Nice. Okay, that was a heavy punch. I love that. I love how you push your animation to the maximum limits. You're going all out to make the power of your character actually that the viewer actually feels the power of your character. I really like that. Did he shoot the stones? The small stones? I want to watch to see that again. Pew pew. Cool. Okay, now they're going all out. It's a very long animation. That's also impressive. Okay, it seems like he's winning. Nice. That's it? Oh my god, okay. Very cool. Giving you a sub, giving you a like, definitely. Huge shout out to Dean. No, to do this animator. That was cool. Unique style. Really like that you push the limits of your animation as far as you can. That was very cool. Okay, I can see there are a lot of new animations. So I think we can react to some of them. But this is like these are the last minutes of the stream so far. Thank you very much for sharing everything with me. Now I want to go further and look at some of the next animations here, but they will be definitely the last animations I'm going to watch today. So far, I had a lot of fun, and I hope you had a lot of fun too. So just that you know, I also now have a second channel. I can show it to you real quick. I have a second channel for all these live streams. I'm uploading them there, right here on my second channel. There are already 2 videos of my past 2 live streams. And yeah, if you want to see the reactions again, or if you missed any reactions, or if you missed any live streams, then you can watch them here on my second channel, Rakuto Reacts. Okay, enough of the advertising. Now we're going to watch the last animations for today. I'm pretty excited. I hope you are too. Now let's watch my Mations Naruto run cycle. Okay, can I make it a little bit bigger? Sometimes these shorts can't really see them. I wish I could watch this in Discord, but a little bit bigger. That would be nice. Yeah, okay, we can watch it. A little bit annoying that I always have to switch to YouTube. Okay, yeah, that's fine. There we go. Okay, clean. Also, like, I think I see a little bit of camera movement. Yeah, because the background is a little bit bouncing around, and I think it gives a little bit a clean touch to the Naruto run cycle. This is a clean run cycle, I think. Nice one. And I really like that you use some some camera movement. Oh, sorry. I did actually skip your purple versus like stick figure. I'm very sorry. I don't know why I did that. So of course I have to watch this animation first. Hello Rakuto, I need help learning how to animate victims being punched. I can't find any tutorials and need help with it very much. Okay. So far, really cool animation here. Okay, let's see how you're doing that. I think I really like how you are doing the animation here. I think it would actually be a little bit more clean if the punch here in that frame actually hits the head. Looks a little bit cleaner, and make the movement after he get punched a little bit slower on that purple stick figure. Because he get punched and goes very fast back up. Also look a little bit, you have to try to draw that your stick figure always has the same height, because here in this animation, he got very big. So try to focus on that your stick figure has the same height. You see, you punch, he get punched, but he's in the same, he got bigger in the animation. So try that they are always have the same height. And yeah, I think the biggest issue you're doing with the reaction on every punch is that they do not actually connect. So you should definitely draw it like that way that the punch actually hits the head. And after every single punch, you should show the reaction on your character a little bit longer. So when he gets punched and he moves a little bit back because of the punch, then show that a little bit longer. And when you don't want to show it that long, then make the reaction a little bit less. So don't move them too much to the back. So then you do not have to make the animation for the reaction so long so that it looks cleaner. So you can see every single reaction looked very fast. He get punched, he has to react on that, his head goes back, and then he instantly is back to normal and ready for the next punch. So do a little bit more animation on the reaction. So just keep it a little bit slower maybe. Yeah, but overall, that's was a cool animation, I think. Okay. Now we move on with light. Old animation, I made those. I'm working on law. Next week, I'm gonna finish it. Okay, there are a lot of animation. We probably cannot react to all of them. Cool. Really like the timing on this animation. Very squash and stretched used here in this animation. Pretty cool. Really like the bounce at the end here. You can see that he's a little bit bouncing around. That was nice. Okay, what else do we have? Very cool. Really like that one here. Feels very heavy. Pretty good, okay. Yeah, I think I already saw this one in one of my streams. That was a clean explosion. I really like the drawing here on the explosion. Nice one. Also very good use of speed here. I really love when the characters go very extreme for a punch. I mean, look at the how he's completely, I mean, it doesn't even look like his arm anymore because he's going all out for that one punch. Looks very cool. Really like when animators are going a little bit more extreme with their drawings to further emphasize the impact. I again skipped something. Oh, okay. It's just a link. Okay, sometimes I do not click on just a link. Yeah. Lead PPR, I'm sorry, I do not wanted to skip you. Yeah, but it seems like I cannot react to that because it's unavailable. I tried to, I clicked on the link, but the video is private. I'm sorry, I cannot react to that. Okay, so then I have to move on. Okay, so the last video today will be the Nexus animations video and all the other stuff. Okay, there are only two more. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can do that. I have to go a little bit faster. As you can, here's mine. I really like these colors here of the stone. Okay, that was brutal. And it's I really like the techniques they're using for their abilities. It's very creative. Oh my god, okay. Yo. Okay, I mean, it was absolutely brutal. But I love the techniques they're using, especially with the stone. I like that he's actually having the stone in his mouth and spitting back to him. That was very cool. Really like the smoke animation as well. And the 3D animation here with the background, this was also very cool. Yeah, nice one. That was a very creative animation, I think. Cool. Okay, that I definitely didn't want to miss that. That was nice. Okay, now we have some animations made by Roy Alford Gluttony. Okay, very cool drawing here. Some full body animations. Okay, okay. Okay, interesting. Yeah, like drawings, I think. They looked clean. What else do we have? We have an animation by Beam. New guy. Best animations of this year. Okay, let's just look at 2 of them. Red versus blue. Nice bouncy walk cycle here. Really like the smoke animation as well. Oh, that was a huge punch. Nice. Very cool combo here. I really like this animation. Let's watch one more. Oh, nice. I really like when animators are doing the classic hand-to-hand combat style. It's just nice. Very nice. That was cool. Okay, I think you should definitely watch more of these animations because they look extremely good. Okay, yeah, the last 3 animations I'm going to watch today. Nexus animations. What do you think I made this animation because I was bored? Wait, there's again some sound I can't use. Nice one. Okay. Oh, there's some more animations by Roy Alfred Gluttony. Actually want to look at this animation because I think the thumbnail here looks very interesting. Okay, it's just a little bit of hair animation. Really like the drawing on the face, especially. It's very cool. And then we have our last animation. Astral Sea, Astral Blood. Okay, let's watch this. Okay, that's some pretty good animation here. Very clean. Really like this ability he's using. It's like he's using, I don't know what kind of ability that is, but that was very unique. I love this one versus all stick fight animations. Cool. That was a very cool last animation for today. Again, I had a lot of fun. I'm pretty happy that we actually could watch almost every animation. Some animation we couldn't watch because our link didn't work or something like that. But I think today we actually watched almost all animations. That's very nice. Yeah, so I hope you had a lot of fun watching all of these animations here. Again, so many unique styles we had today. A lot of very, very cool animations from beginners to pro animators. I really love to see all of that. Yeah, if you missed anything, you can watch all the animations on my second channel, Recruiter Reacts. You can subscribe right there. And happy to have you in this stream. And I hopefully see you also in the next stream next week. Again, yeah. So thank you everyone for watching today's live stream. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. Keep animating, guys. And see you in the next stream or the next video. Bye bye.